Okay, over at the rotary table, fan blowing air in the background here. Hopefully that's not coming up on the mic. So I've dimensioned my pallet here on the rotary table. It's square, and just having now running parallel with the bed, and set the dial here at 60 degrees, as that's where it comes up, where it's perfectly square. So I've got a 1/4 inch 20 center spud in there, 1/4 inch 20 hole. Bolt this guy down, and then we'll get to milling on it. Pretty simple setup. So just to catch you up, created the radius around, or the circumference, decided to leave it attached and get the rest of the parts done. So here's my attachment hole for the trunnion, and this is the start and stop of the angle on the trunnion. So got one side just punched with a 1/4 inch. Going to run over and do the other side. So it's just a matter of taking it around. And punching the other holes. We got a stop set for the drill, so I just make it down into the pallet. And you guys are in the way, I gotta move over, so I'll bring you back later. So just to show you, here's a little cleanup pass on the one side. And one side done. Just a quick shot, milling off the perimeter right now, and we'll see what we got. Okay, let's finish it up. One trunnion, cut that guy right in half, and I got 2 trunnions. But to the discerning eye, you'll see Bozo got me going too fast. I felt the table move, and you can see right there the cut moved on me. It's not a big deal. Right now my saw really doesn't go 90, and this would still work even though it's thinner. I may make a second one, may not, but all in all, cut it, and then that'll get welded on, and that'll be my piece. I'll cut right through the circle there. Anyway, it's a fun little build, going too fast like usual. Well, here's the next start of the part for the work rest for the belt grinder. So I got a piece of 1-inch plate in here, 8 inches long, and this will press the old saw for making a cut across this. But we'll see how we do on it. Well, it's just over 6 minutes to cut that piece. I missed the drop off. I gotta tell you, I love that saw. I think I'd sawn a piece off of this plate before. I didn't know if that one edge was straight or not, but there we are, 1 inch 46 thou, and go to the other end. One inch 51.5. Yeah, 6 thousandths over 8 inches. I'll take that. Not bad. Love this saw. Well, we're over here at the mill with the tooling bar. I've already cleaned the bar up on the mill. As you can see, it was rusty when it came out of the saw, and didn't have to square it. But I got a 1 inch this way, 9/80 something the other way. It's fine. Putting in a 3/4 inch hole. You can see I've already done one over here. This is the second one, so if you want to watch some exciting drilling, we'll let you come along for the ride. Okay, the next thing to do here, this would be the rod for the table going up and down in there. Good fit on the hole. I need a slice, and then go ahead and put a tightening screw here, which will hold the table height up and down. And then the trunnion goes on the top of the here, gets welded to the table, and the twins get welded here to support it. Well, I got it set up here, doing a little chamfer around all the edges on the part with a 90-degree tool there. Bring me back. Now here's a shot of the chamfer on it. The when you do this, you set it up on the back jaw, and then you just rotate your part. There's no remeasuring or depth change or anything. You can just flip the part around, put it back in, tighten the vise, little love tap, and it's back at it again, and you can do all sides that way. So it's just repetitive work. No measuring or anything once you have your chamfer created. What I wanted to mention, when you're chamfering like this too, I was taught to do it on a climb cut. It comes out much better than a conventional cut with that single lip tool. I've got a real nice finisher on this edge, so that's what I was taught, and it works real well on the climb cut. Thought I'd mention that. Well, just in case you were wondering how I was going to get the edges, just turned it the long way. Well, just in case you were wondering how I was going to get the edges, just turned it the long way. Quick shot showing the slitting saw cutting the spacer on each side of the tooling bar there. Just had to drop in and show you. So I got the bar set up and going to drill for 3/8/16 clearance hole and a threaded hole, power tap to threaded hole. But I just had to show you real quick. Had it all set up, and something told me, hey, blew it and check it with a caliper, and it was off. Put 418 in the DRO instead of 481, so I was off 63 thousandths. So I'm glad I did a little check so Bozo didn't get me there. Haha! Get out of here, Bozo. Well, if you remember earlier in this video when I was talking about I didn't square this bar up, that it didn't matter, and then I think I put a little note in there that said, yeah, until later. Well, until later was when I cut this large, I was chamfering the edges, and when I went and turned it, of course I got a bigger chamfer. Yeah, I said, that doesn't hurt. Yeah, until later. It still caught me. So, as you can see, my hole for my clamps, center line was half a 625. Well, I didn't have these yet, and I didn't look at the dimensions. I just winged it and went. Well, that flat is 625. The edge of here is 625. So, oh well. Bozo smiles. He's having fun with me. It's my own stupidity for not really just winging it as I'm going. But hey, it's fine. It's going to work well. There it is on the shaft. Tighten. Nice and tight. Good and tight. And works well. Both pieces slide well, and haven't put the other one in here yet. So you only use one at a time anyway. But so now it's to move on. What will occur here? I don't know what you guys see, so I'm going to back up just a hair, and we'll turn sideways here. Turn it like that. So the next thing that happens is what I called the twins will be welded onto here, and then the this top piece will go onto the tooling bar that goes on the grinder, and then I still have to mill out this for the trunnion, and the trunnion will go to the table. So we got a little more work to do. And I think Bozo just caught me again. God damn it, Bozo. Yep. Yeah, we may do a little work here. I don't know. God damn it, Chuck. But it's getting there. So what happens when you wing it? Well, the twins, I decided to send them to surgery. So I'm using dowel pins now in my holes that I had set earlier to keep the twins in a line. I'm going to peel this off and then clean it up on the grinder again. I need to get this dimension down to 875 to fix my Bozo. Okay, I'm going to bring you up to date. I don't know where I left off in filming. I did a lot of work today and didn't film it. I needed to get stuff kind of done. So this is the unit that I'm making right here, and I still need to make the tables. As you've seen, I made the trunnion, showed that before. And the purpose of this, right now, if I was to use this and I didn't want the table here, I have to unbolt the table. This setup will allow me to just basically slide the table out, or slide it and not use it. So let's talk about what I've done here, and let's see what you can see. So I've welded this all up. The welds are on the back side, so you can't see the welds. Got a couple of 3/8 bolts there that are putting that down, and then I have a 5/16 bolt in here with an 1/8" dowel pin, which allows me to keep this piece from moving. Again, that part is welded onto here also. So basically it's complete, other than now building the tables for it. The this is dead nut square to this. This is square to the unit. Everything really turned out well. Really happy with it. So that's where it is for right now. I got a little dress up work here, do a little radius on here. And the tables, I think, are going to be 8 by 12, if I remember correctly. I've got to go back and look at some notes on that. But had some real fun with it. TIG welded the metal stuff. Didn't show any of that. But give you an update where I'm at. Well, I forgot to turn on the microphone here. So I'm showing you the table. And the table is sitting on top of the existing table right now. So I just have it sitting there so I can do an alignment. And you can see I have a line there, which gives me the alignment for the trunnion underneath with the vertical stanchion there. I'm showing and talking that the table can go up and down to the bottom of the platen or the top of the platen. And it can also, on the trunnion, it can angle both directions. So next time maybe I'll remember to turn the microphone on, but that's where it's at. Just a quick handheld. As you can see, I have this table sitting on top of the table that's in there just to hold it. But I pulled a bozo. Can't blame bozo, just blame myself. So there's the trunnion underneath. And I messed up when I made the trunnion. I ran the center off of the center and I didn't run it off that bolt you see there. So right now the trunnion doesn't work. I got to remake a trunnion. But I had fun making one, so I guess I'll have fun making another. But it's getting there.